Hey everyone, good evening. I'm Anthony Joyce Rivera. I'm going to be your DM for tonight, and I'm going to be taking this cast of characters here, these awesome people doing this charity event for Game to Grow on a potato heist. It is Darkhold Potato Heist, a dangerous sterling adventure, high stakes, going to be terrible monsters, maybe horrible deaths, all to get a potato in the depths of Darkhold. So before we begin, I'm going to go around here and let our characters introduce ourselves. I'm going to set the scene of what we're doing, though. So as they introduce both themselves and their characters, they find themselves in Darkhold Village. It's a village right outside of Darkhold Castle. They're in a tavern called the Rookery. This is like a biker bar for the Zentarum. Burly, nefarious individuals are in here. It's smoky. There's dragon heads mounted on the wall. There are sky mages who ride wyverns with leather jackets and brass knuckles, like filling this place up. And we're on the cusp of Bane Day. Bane, the god, the Dark Lord of Darkness. There's a celebration coming up, and all these people are here to celebrate. And so our cast of characters have somehow managed to infiltrate Darkhold Village, and they're meeting with a person called Nerf and Perf. He's not there yet, but they're at the table waiting for him to arrive. So with that being said, we're going to start with Lauren and work our way around. Please introduce yourself and your character who you'll be playing tonight.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content coordinator over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on Twitter as Obo Lauren, and you can find me here tonight playing Idovan, who is an Esteril Arms monk. I am the most mighty of kobolds. And if it wasn't for the fact that the Zentarum are really nasty poople heads, I'd totally be one of them, because like this leather jacket that I stole so that nobody knows that I'm not supposed to be here is super neat, right? Look at this.
All right, awesome. We're going to go to M next.
Hi, I'm Em, and I will be playing Wish, who is a goblin warlock, and I am very excited. So far, we are a team of the small and mighty, so we'll see how that goes from now on. So,
awesome. Kaeryn, you're up.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kaeryn, also Myth and Gears on the socials. Tonight, I am playing 3 hours past dinner. I am a tabaxi ranged fighter. And so I don't really know what we're here for, but I'm following my brother, my cousin, 6. He's always getting into random things. So that's what we're doing.
Awesome. Okay. Jake, you're up.
Hey everybody, I'm Jake from Miniature Rain Domain, one of the founders and organizers of this event. No big deal. And I will be playing 6 days until summer. I am at the Tabaxi Bard, the College of Swords. My scimitar virtually steams with the heat that rises off of it at my belt. And in this bar of the bikers, with all of the leather and all of the dark clothing and the sinister looking fellows, I can tell you that 6 days until summer blends into this like a rainbow in a snowstorm. I am wearing a magnificent blue and gold velvet matching tunics and pants. I have shiny leather boots, but something I learned from my friends Anna and Bevan, dunk, 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 I'm wearing a big metal breastplate. I tell you what, 3, you stick with me, you've got nothing to worry about.
Nice. All right. We're going to go over to Martha.
Hi, everyone. I am Amelia. I am a therapeutic game master and an individual and couples/family therapist at Game to Grow. I am playing Martha, who is a barbarian halfling, and I don't actually know why I'm here. The smooth talking tabaxi, he seemed to really know what he was doing, and I certainly don't. So he's let me kind of tag along, and I'm just gonna hang out for right now, if that's okay.
All right, and last but not least, Gary.
My name is Gary. You can find me on Mini Train Domain and Fortnerd and a whole bunch of amazing places. Tonight, I am playing Flip, the most famous ex-goblin bard in all the land. He's sort of looking around at all of these people who he's very familiar with. He's done lots of work with them, but he's like, what the, I was on vacation. And you see that Flip is wearing a cloak of billowing. So it's flapping in the wind behind him, even though there's no wind. He has it tight around his face. So all you can see is his eyes. And he's wearing a red Speedo and nothing else. And he's like, the sun? The hell? What are you guys doing here? What am I doing here?
I think we're here just to take everybody's leather coats. Look at these. They are amazing.
As you're all sitting around this table, so the table's a big oaken table, dark oak. Again, it's kind of like a private, if you will. There's only like one entrance into the booth. And a waiter comes up, a big haughty dwarf carrying a massive tray of food, sets it down on the table. Here you go. Your patron, Nerf and Perf, gonna be here in about 5 minutes. This is your warm-up food. He thanks you for your service, being here, yada, yada. Please leave a tip. I need some money for my children. I would appreciate that. And don't worry, no one here, this bar full of spies, no one is definitely listening. So talk amongst yourselves, and Nerf and Perf will be here soon. And he just starts to kind of walk away saying, I'm seeing you. Leave the tip on the table. The tip on the table. And he walks away back to do his work. Now, to get acquainted, how do you all know each other? I'm going to pass it over to you all. You all know each other some way. How?
Well, I mean, there was that time we tried to rob the Baron's castle. And, you know, I remember 6 days into summer was more focused on the dancing than the stabbing. Didn't love that.
You should know by now, Flip, that I blend my stabbing with my dancing. I am a whiz when it comes to the art of the sword dance.
I haven't heard that much crap since I was working in the stables.
You'll have to forgive Flip. As you know, he likes to exaggerate quite a bit about, well, everything.
Yeah, but that is just half the fun. I mean, I learned that when you came to kill the Baron, and I was supposed to be protecting him, and then we found out the Baron was doing all kinds of awful things, and then I joined you, and we killed the Baron, and that was a lot of fun. And so now I follow you around.
I still maintain that I did not know that we were there to kill the Baron.
Well, it became that way when we found out about all the awful things
that
that
is
the
true.
Baron was doing, because then I punched him in the face.
No, to clarify, Wish was very specific about the instructions that we were there to kill the Baron.
I tried to tell you so many times again and again and again, but did you listen to poor Wish? No, Wish was unheard again. But it was not my fault that I had no idea that the Baron had a twin brother. That was Three's job to know about any of his family lineage.
Well, to be fair, it was an accident. I mean, I just accidentally, not on purpose, kind of let the arrow fly and it hit the brother who very much looked like him. So it not told me. I mean, how was I supposed to know it was a brother and the brother, not the brother in front of mirror? Huh?
Well, I mean, you could have asked Martha. Jeez.
To be fair, I couldn't remember if it was the man with the hat in the chair or the man with the thing in the chair. But I just jumped on whoever someone hit first. And then I remembered, and then I killed the other one too. So I mean, at least he's dead.
And just as you say that, there's some peanuts begin to rain from the top of the booth that you're in, and you see this, like, these dangling little feet above you, and this little gnome falls on the table, and he goes, yes, I remember this story. It's why I hired you all in the first place. Allow me to introduce myself. And he has a big top hat, but he looks all kind of very old, but like, you know, he's got like boils on his face a little bit, some scars, and he smells a little bit funky. And he says, I am Nerfenperf, humble servant of Zariel. Don't worry about that. Looking to hire you for your murders that I've heard so much about. A double murder, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 2 brothers.
Yes, both very nasty, evil people who were doing very nasty, evil things.
Yeah.
I mean, the brother was kind of a nice guy. He had like a really cool book collection, which I stole after he was dead, maybe before.
It was a book collection of necromancy. At least that's what Fish said.
Yeah, I was on a budget hiring some nefarious people, and I heard you did that job. It was like a 2-for-1 because you got it wrong, but it ended up being good for the client. So here I am. Actually, well, nice to meet you. Look, I'm going to give you some money up front. Let's call it even an even 2,000 gold pieces. And he quickly like pulls his hands out, and just like coins fly all over the table, and they're just like spilling out. You don't know where these coins are coming from. And he says, I want you to go into Darkhold and get, and he leans in really close, and you can kind of smell his breath, his little stink. Potatoes. A big potato. It's a big, black, nasty potato, but it's very valuable to me. It's the most exquisite, one of a kind. Now,
is potato like a code word for like a friend of yours? Is like a dragonborn or it's some?
It's like a very starchy friend of mine that tastes scrumptious when I cook it in a stew. You familiar with a potato, little kobold?
Oh, you mean actual potato?
Of course. What do you think? I wrote you a letter. It says, I want you to steal a potato. Yes. I hope that was clear in my instructions. But
it did. I mean, to be fair, it did seem very much like this was a secret message that we were going to be revealed who the potato is, what the potato has done. But you're telling us this is an actual potato.
A potato, yes. A very ripe, big, nice potato. But
potatoes get ripe?
Yeah, this one does, I think. It has a smell about it, like a nice aura, you know, could do a lot of different things. Maybe use it in a potion.
Magical
talented potato.
How will we know we found the potato and not like a potato like this? And like Wish just randomly pulls like a small potato from her pocket.
That's a potato. That looks like a potato from Neverwinter. Those are bad potatoes. The season's all wrong. This potato is black. It's got little bumps. Some people say a little hand is sticking out of it, like a necrotic looking thing. These are just rumors that I heard through the grapevine that the Zentarum found a potato. And I am a potato connoisseur. I collect the potatoes. I have a nice mansion with potatoes in them. And so this is one that I've been wanting to get my hands on. Now with Bane Day, this celebration of death and destruction, the Lord of Darkness, they're letting people into Darkhold a little bit easier to help celebrate, you know. So this is the perfect time, right? Like you can sneak in and go deep down into the belly, get around all the traps, the deadly monsters, and get the potato.
As they're all talking about the mission, Flip is like sort of looking around over his shoulder, and he's like grabbing his share of the gold and sliding it over to the table, and he's like sliding his Speedo open on the side and like just pouring the gold into it, and it's not going anywhere, and like it's just like falling into the Speedo, and it's not like dropping out of the side, and he's just sort of looking around at all of his friends looking at him, and it's like, what? It's a Speedo of holding.
Well, that's quite a Speedo you have there, friend.
Yeah, it's magic and stuff.
So we can put the potato in the Speedo of holding, right?
I don't want to hear about if you put the potato in the Speedo. Yeah, I just want the potato. Hopefully,
So you don't want to hear about it, is what I'm hearing.
I don't want to hear about the manner in which it's handled. I don't want to envision that, please.
Okay.
So we can't eat it. No eating it
No,
either.
not
So we
the-
can't like
no.
eat half of it and give
Have
it to you.
Seen? I've given you all this gold up front, and I'm gonna give you double when you return the potato. Don't eat it. It's gonna be very tempting. I know. Again, potatoes have this draw about them, this allure. They take,
They're very appealing.
Yeah, I left my family to become a potato farmer. That's how great they are.
I've heard that you can boil them, you can mash them, and you can even cook them in a stew.
Yes.
Mm. And it sounds like this is a really special potato. It's not a small fry.
Well, they say, yeah, that's just a good one. I like inspiration for you. So he kind of looks around and he goes, look, I have some contacts here that told me maybe there's some ways to get into Darkhold. You can waltz up in there. That's one way. The guards might, cut off your heads. I don't know. But, and he pulls out a little list. He says, I picked this location for a reason. So we have the famous Blood Wyvern gang, the Blood Wyverns. They're a group of sky mages that swoop down from Darkhold Castle with their wyverns and they attack people on the road. Well, they kind of hang out here, and he points over in the corner and you see like these like biker gang looking mages and they're playing a game of pool. And he says, they got their wyverns out front and maybe he's got jackets that look like, I don't know. I'm just saying something there. The other one is, and he points across the room and you see this like almost these bars with heavy like makeup and just big hair. And he says that right there's a fate. They're coming to perform in the Bane Day celebrations. It's Bane Telica, really top of the line musicians. They're so good. They need roadies. I don't know. Maybe you go in because some of you are bards. That's why I hired some of you. Figure it out. That's all I'm saying. And the last one is, this is a little creepy. I don't know. He points over there and there's this big muscular like hooded figure sitting in the corner with a little pink book. He goes, that person over there, I really don't know if you should talk to them, but they like to spread the word of Bane. There's a little chapel in the Darkhold, maybe they give you a tour. I don't know, that's up to you. But you have any questions for Nerf and Perf? Because I got to get out of here. I got a lot of stuff on my docket. And then when you get the potato, you can meet me. Let's see. And he gets a little map and he hands it back to you. Meet me in the Lichwood. It's right outside, a little bit away from here. They got the Lichwood witches in there. Be careful. But we'll meet you in there, okay? Any questions for Nerf and Perf?
Yeah, where are the wyverns again? I want to go pet them.
They're out front and they're eating the bandits. There were some bad bandits that tried to get into the party, and yeah, that's the fodder right there for them. So they're busy eating, in a trough out front.
It sounds to me like the best way is to take the wyverns. Yeah.
No.
I flip my collar on my robe, my cloak, and as I do so, from top to bottom, it just goes, and it looks like one of the Blood Wyverns' leather jackets as I adjust my cloak of many fashions.
It was great jacket. But I'm afraid of heights.
Don't close your eyes.
Or if we fly very close to the ground.
Like on
Jacket.
I mean, I'm fine with flying on the wyverns as long as we can eat some hawks while we're there.
But this is
wyverns
not
eat the fox, or you?
No, I will eat the hawks. He knows what he did.
Is hawk also a euphemism for something like we thought
Yeah,
potato was?
Hawk
Or do
is
you
a
actually mean...
euphemism for a person who I'm going to eat.
Okay. As long as they did something that deserved it, as long as they were a bad person, then I am there for you.
I have to agree with Flip on this one because I heard this hawk talking in the chat room next door. He knows
Is that what they're calling it now?
He knows what he
Attachment.
did. That's what I'm saying. I said it first.
So it is settled. We go pet the wyverns, right?
Yes, please.
Where do we get the jackets?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. Where do we get the jacket? Do we need the jackets?
Give me one
Yes.
moment. And I would like to move around and see if I can find, let's see, myself and Edovan's already wearing leather. So we need what? 4 more leather jackets. I'm gonna see if I can find where 4 of the blood wyverns have maybe put their jackets on the back of their chairs, or worst case, if I have to, I will try to steal one off their back.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that there's like 3 different pool tables, if you will. And some of the blood wyverns, there's a pair of them playing at one. And you've noticed that they like take their jackets off and they put them on these little hooks when they play, so they don't get them dirty with the chalk. And you see another group of like 4 or 5 blood wyvern gang members. They're kind of like drinking, sitting around. The other 2 pool tables are open. So there's no one playing at those. So there's 2 open pool tables and 1 being used, where 2 of the jackets from those players are all hanging on the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the easiest ones first.
Okay.
As 6 is moving forward, he's going. Flip is going to lean into 6 and lean into Martha, and he's like, "Remember that time in Waterdeep, the 3 dragon ante? Let's do it again."
Oh, okay. I'll just follow 6.
So as 6 is moving forward, Flip is going to dramatically stumble forward, and he's going to say, "Oh, my heart," and he's going to fall to the ground with his cape of billowing falling. I'm going to try and make a deception check to try and distract the biker gang to see if I can give advantage to my friend 6. Of course, I'm doing this with deception because somebody's a jackass, or with disadvantage because somebody's a jackass.
Here we go.
Right. Although I rolled a 19 and a 15, so that is a 26 deception.
Whoa. Okay. So did you do anything when you fall? You just did what you said, or you do anything extra as you're about to hit the floor?
He'll go as he hits the ground, and then he'll like sort of cover his face.
Okay. So you're doing this in the middle of a very bad bar. And you see all these like everybody kind of stops in the bar and they see you and you hear a gasp. And then suddenly the dwarf that was helping you, at your table, he comes and some of the blood mages kind of gather around, and then these little gnomes, these little Endurger, they start to scurry quickly to Flip. And as it causes a distraction, but they start to pat him down and rob him like they're robbing a corpse, and they're all just like frantically trying to steal the gold from Flip's body.
Hands into my pants, please, gnomes. No, that's not a gold piece. That is not a gold piece.
While that is happening, yeah, you created the distraction. What's everybody else doing?
Vish, do you want to go outside and let's just steal a wyvern?
Yes.
I would like to sneak outside with Wish and start to make friends with the wyverns.
Okay.
Prime them so that when we're ready to go, we can just fly.
Yeah. So when you walk outside the bar, you'd have like one of those, like where all the motorcycles would be parked almost, but instead there's a trough with the bandits' food. And then the wyverns are just there kind of like, finishing up their dinner, so to speak. And there's a one blood, one of the sky mages, one of the blood wyvern gang members, he's passed out. He looks like he had a good time. And he was supposed to be on guard. He kind of passed out on the floor. So these wyverns are there. There's a total of 8 of the wyverns. And they're just kind of like eating the little bits left.
Oh, Vish, which one do you want?
What colors do you see? They have different colors. What colors do the wyverns have?
I think Wish points to a very kind kind of a brilliant blue one that has lots of horns, like more horns kind of frilling its head. And that one looks very pointy. I like it.
Oh, yeah. And I'll take the one right next to it, the smaller, the red one that just looks like it's happy all the time. I'll take that one. I don't know why I'm drawn to it, but yeah, let's go.
Okay. Let's do, I would call for an animal handling check here if you're going to try to befriend them. And you can make that when you're ready and tell me what the result is.
And before I do that, I do want to reach into my pack, and I'm going to pull out some rations, and I'm going to try to feed this wyvern some rations as I'm like, oh, hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah. And then animal handling.
I'll give you advantage on that.
Woo,
the
thank
food.
you. I'll roll that again. Yes, 23.
Oh, yeah. The wyvern, starts to eat the food, and then it kind of like, rubs its head on your hand and like looking to be pet. And it seems to like you. It seems to like you.
Wish is going for a different route and trying to appease the wyvern's want for more food without giving it any food, but just saying, there is more food that way. But Wish only got a 9. So
well, that's interesting. If you're animal handling, hold on, I want to see if you're trying to trick it. Do that again, but try deception. Why not? Let's see. The wyverns aren't that foolish, so it could work.
okay, that's much better with a 23.
Oh yeah, so you like point like you're telling there's more food. It kind of like looks like if where food where. So yeah, it looks like it's ready to go, and it points to like it has like a little, I guess a leash almost that's kind of like wrapped around one of the carriers if you were to put a horse on. So you can untie it if you want, and it looks like it's going to be nice to you. It's really hungry. It's licking its lips. Now, so
I've been petting it and talking, and as Wish has been taking care of this, I turn back to my wyvern and I start to talk in Draconic, but because at first I'm just like, yes, you're going to take this and it's going to be very good, and I think I will name you. And then I switch into Draconic and I'm like, Theodore. I think Theodore is actually a very lovely name. We're going to go ahead and name you Theodore. And then I switch back into Common. Yes, I'm naming mine Theodore. What are you going to name yours?
I think Wish looks at this blue wyvern. Snuggles, as Wish just like gives the leg a big hug. But I imagine the wyvern kind of like snaps, and Wish just takes a leap back. Yes, food this way, not here, this way.
Nice. We're gonna say, I'm gonna use kind of like one of those plot point things that I have. I have a few. So I'm gonna inject one here. So Theodore, all of a sudden, when he kind of like puts his head down for a second and he pulls it back up, and he has a monocle that he's wearing on him. So very cool monocle. Now we have let's see, some stuff coming in. There's some advantages that I have to do here in a second. So I am tracking that. We'll go inside. I'll see if I can use some. So Kaeryn and Martha and Six, you all are still inside with Flip on the floor. What are you all doing now that there's this distraction as he's like, Dogger and these little gnomes are jumping all over Flip trying to steal all his gold?
Absolutely using Flip's distraction to try to grab 1 or 2 or however many I can grab of these. I am naturally very good at pilfering things, borrowing them for the cause. So naturally, I will not fail at this. I believe I'm rolling with disadvantage.
It's yep, you have disadvantage. And thank you all for the donations. Mike the Piper and everyone else out there. Keep them coming. Thank you. Every time I hear this music, I get excited. I'm pumped.
We're over 2,500.
Yeah, we got to get to 3,000 to shave Dwight's beard. Let's go.
We only have like 400 and something to go to do that too. So we can do it. What do you want me to roll for this?
You trying to be sneaky? What are you trying?
I'm already wearing what looks like one of their leathers, so I'm just gonna do the walk by looking like I belong, and as I walk by, just kind of scoop up as many of these as I can.
Okay, yeah, let's do a charisma, like a I'll say either a persuasion or a performance, like you
Performance.
like.
As a bard, I am very good at this, even with disadvantage. I will roll these 2 dice, and they will treat me wonderfully. Well, that's a 9 on the die, but that means it's a dirty 20.
Ooh,
because I have a plus 11 because I'm an expert in performance.
You see some of the blood wyverns, they look back and you're like, hey, what's going on? And then they just kind of like go back to their pool game.
Oh, we're stealing from the fawns.
Yeah, you got grease like back. Hey, whoa,
Hey.
Yeah. You go scoop up the 2 jackets,
and I throw them casually, one over each shoulder.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So you got 2.
Martha, grab another one.
Yeah, Kaeryn and Martha, you would notice that, or sorry, 3 and Martha would notice that the ruckus that's happened. There's now some of the Blood Wyvern members are like laughing at these little, gnomes and the Durgar are trying to get Flip stuff. So they're kind of very distracted. There's a lot of people crowding around now, so it would be hard to maybe tell who's exactly touching who, because everybody's kind of touching each other at this point where they're kind of crowded around each other.
I feel like Martha is in the middle of an existential crisis because she doesn't like stealing, but at the same time, she trusts Six enough because stuff keeps working out when it shouldn't. So she too is going to casually walk through and pretend that she belongs there and try to pick up a coat off of a chair that she's hoping is small enough for her.
Okay, so you're looking for one on a chair. That's hanging. So you don't see any on a chair. You see. Okay, I'll tell you what. You could use a plot point to tell me you see one on a chair, or I could say that you see like someone who's maybe had a lot of food to eat and drink, and they're kind of like taking a little nap on a table. Like they're kind of sleeping.
I think that's good enough for her.
Okay.
It is within reach.
Okay.
She would think.
Reach. Okay. So this would be, yeah, you tell me what you want to do. What would Martha do? Would they just try to take it off, or are you going to try to be sneaky about it, like sleight of hand?
Probably sneaky, sleight of hand. She doesn't have enough confidence to go up to be like, oh, you need to rest, take off your coat, Jill. She'd probably just be like trying to get the arm out, very slowly and cautiously.
Okay, yeah. Roll sleight of hand.
Can I look at Martha and just give a big tabaxi smile and mouth the words, "You can do it," and use a bardic inspiration?
Ooh, yeah, absolutely.
That'll give you a bonus D8.
That might actually help.
Oh, I use my advantage here to see if I can roll perception on the sleeping gang member, and I rolled a 5 and a 3. So they're kind of out. They are out. And Flip does have a wild magic surge. So Flip, whenever you want to use that, just chime in, let me know.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, that's amazing. Wonderful. Thank you.
So Martha, what was your roll, or what was Martha's roll?
It ended up being a 15 with bardic inspiration, thankfully.
Absolutely. Okay, perfect. Yep, you're able to slide that coat off, and you have the jacket in your hands. So that leaves, we need one more, I believe, for 3, right? Or for Flip. Who needs that jacket?
As these creatures are Flip is going to pretend to wake up. He's like, okay, and he's going to be slapping away all these people, these creatures, and he's going to say, I've had lovers less touchy-feely than you. Get away from me.
They're like almost like Jawas. They're like, oh, Diddy! They run away. They start to scatter about the room, knocking stuff over.
Oh, and he's gonna check his speedo of holding. It's like,
I'll say that you had about they took about 250 gold from you.
Okay, well, okay. My coin purse is a little light, but all the right stuff is still in there, so I can't complain too much. Okay. And he's gonna look around, and he's gonna say, he's gonna count 1, 2, 3. Do I need a jacket still? He's gonna walk up to one of the guys that's playing pool. And is gonna say, hey, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Oh, just doing my thing. You're
You here to
looking,
join the gang?
yeah, I'm in the gang. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, you're Jimmy's little brother.
That's right. I'm Jimmy's little brother, Corey Stiltskin.
Wait, let me think. I'm gonna use advantage here to do insight. So you could do persuasion or something. We're gonna do contested, okay?
Okay, I would like to persuasion, deception are the same. So screw it. I'm gonna use my wild magic surge right now.
Oh, okay.
Go all in for it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I got a 14.
You got a 14, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't even have the table up, so I have no idea what that does.
Yeah.
But I'm also willing to roll contested. So let's see. I don't have advantage on this, but I mean, unless he's dazzled by my outfit, which I would assume he probably is, but that's fine. I don't have to. Oh, that is not great. I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay.
But that gets me 14. So
let's see the 14 on the Wild Magic table using D&D Beyond. Okay. This is perfect. So there's a lot of things happening at once because one of the donations came in from chat, so I have to incorporate that. So bear with me. Your Wild Magic allows you to cast Confusion, the Confusion spell centered on yourself. So let's see here. For those watching at home, the Confusion spell. This spell assaults and twists a creature's mind, spawning delusions and provoking uncontrolled action. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on Flip, or the point of his choosing within 90 feet of him, will have to make a saving throw, or they get affected by this, and they'll have to make a D10 roll, and something will happen to them. Now, while this is like happening at the same moment, this bike gang member does not believe you. And so the chat has summoned an angry monster. So he just starts to like, you're not Jimmy's little brother. I hate being lied to. And he slams the table and his clothes start to rip as he becomes like size of an ogre. He starts to look like he's turning into an ogre. And he looks like he's going to take the table and smash it on your head right now. But you have a moment because you can do what you want with Confusion.
Okay. Yeah, I will use Confusion on this creature. Because wow, yes. And as he is, and after he makes a saving throw, okay, so as he's making his saving throw, I'm going to use a cutting words on him, I suspect. So let me know what your role is, and I will decide if I want to cut it or not.
Let's see here. I'm going to bring him in. Okay. Let's see here. The saving throw. What's the DC I have to beat?
The 17.
Okay. Let's see. Can I have advantage? That's my last advantage. Oh, you lose. I got a 4 to 5. Okay.
So I'm going to. Okay. So yeah, he's gonna fail. My tiara is falling down. This is first world problems. So Flip is going to point at him and he's going to say, every D&D game needs level 0 commoners. In this game today, that's you.
Oh, what? So what happened to it? It became a commoner, or just what was that about? Was that just an insult?
Not just insulting him.
Oh,
yes.
Got it. Okay.
Just rubbing it in.
Yeah, because he failed. So I didn't have to actually use anything. I just wanted to insult him.
Well, that's funny because he rolled a 10 on the Confusion die. Actually, sorry. Yeah, he has to roll the dice. So he rolled a die and it says he could act and move normally.
Oh, great.
So he grabs you by the throat oh yeah, I'll show you, commoner. And he looks like he's about to fight you, like to hit you. Does anybody want to do anything else?
I mean, I'm outside with more of my food. And I've broken my rations in half with Wish. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to get Gilbert and Ernest, and you get Wilfred over there, and we'll get the whole crew ready. And I just want to get my wyvern posse on board.
Mhm.
I feel like Martha would slowly pull on the jacket to both try to fit in, but then also get ready to throw fists if she needs to.
Good. So Martha is wearing the jacket now. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Okay. And 6 and 3, are you doing anything in there while he's being held?
3 has been pacing back and forth, not at all happy about where this plan is going, very afraid of what's coming up. But seeing Flip getting into so much trouble at this moment, it's a crowded place. Just going to do the one thing that hopefully will work. And I'm casting Prestidigitation on Flip to make him stink so horribly bad that hopefully the guy will just drop him.
Yes, I like this. Okay.
The 3's patented stink bomb maneuver. Yes, I know it well.
Smells like a tuna.
All right. I did a Constitution saving throw for the ogre, and he just starts to his nostrils get really big, his eyes, and he chucks Flip across the bar as he's now getting sick all over the place, and it's a commotion now. There's a commotion, but the ogre's jacket, when he transformed, it like ripped off him, so you have pieces of it, Flip, that you're holding on to. So you all have enough jackets now, and the bar is just kind of like there's little dwarves and gnomes running around with the gold coins. There's people slipping around, and it's a bunch of commotion.
Yes, the ballroom blitz has begun. Wish, we should get ready. I'm gonna just start. I've made friends with all the wyverns. I've just said it. If you want me to roll for it, I will.
No, you're good. Yeah. They're all there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just got a whole bunch of them on leashes. I'm just like, well, they'll be ready when they come out.
Awesome.
Flip is gonna be. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Em.
Wish is already on top of Snuggles, and just. I'm sure that everything is going fine in there. They're probably just getting left our second meal that we were promised. That's what I heard anyway.
Oh, I forgot about the second meal. Yeah, that'd be great. That's probably why all the fighting has started.
Right? I'd be jealous too.
Right?
So for those inside the bar, do you all head out to the
Flip is running, and he's going to look back at 6, 3, and Martha, and he's going to be screaming, "Cloud Peaks maneuver! Cloud Peaks maneuver!"
Cloud Peaks.
I don't know what that means. As I toss him one of the jackets.
Nice.
And I'll toss the other one to 3.
Martha's gonna run out and scream, "I want mine to be named Sparkles!"
Well,
That's all I want.
I mean, I named him Gilbert, but you can rename him, and I'll hand over Gilbert.
Perfect.
Yeah. And suddenly, Martha, when you get on it, it's just like it blows up into like radiant sparkles. The skin shimmers and shines.
I love you already.
So you're all in your wyverns, and the bar is becoming chaotic. And you're just as you're getting on the wyverns, with enough time to take off, the bikers start to come out, and they and do you all leave on the wyverns, or do you stay on? Or what do you do?
Here's Wilfred, here's Ernest, Theodore, let's go! And I'm gone.
Okay.
Because either we're leaving or I'm punching people in the face. And it looks like we're leaving. You're leaving, right? Okay.
All right. So the group takes off with the wyverns, and the bikers are shouting, we hate you. And they're mad. And as you go off in the night sky, you go above the small village, and you now see Darkhold, which is about, a mile away. Now, Darkhold is a very unique looking castle. It is built atop a volcanic plug. So Devil's Tower in America, if you're familiar with that. It's a massive, like, a volcano erupts and it pushes the earth up and it forms like a big mountain and has a plateau on top. And that is where the castle's built. And the castle was built by giants a long time ago, so they say. Completely black, made of like a black obsidian. And it's a castle for giants. So it's just massive. And at the very top of the castle, you see like flashing little lights as if there's like an air controller person up there, you know, waving you in as you have your wyverns.
Sparkles, do you think we look like a star in the sky right now?
Turns around and it has like big eyelashes and it's like all glammed up. It just starts looking more glam and glam.
That's all I've ever wanted.
So the kind of air traffic guys, you know, down there, do you all go into there, or do you want to try to go somewhere else in the castle? There's a courtyard area you can kind of land in. The top area would be known as an eyrie in the area where they store like griffins and wyverns. And there's also like there's a tower that has like a little platform on it that looks a little bit secluded as well. So there's three options: courtyard, the eyrie, and then like the secluded private platform almost.
Idovan desperately wants to buzz the tower, but will not. And
Either one. We
Yes.
should buzz the tower.
oh yes, I was just thinking that too. You go first, I'll follow. And now Idovan will buzz the tower because
Oh, we're absolutely buzzing the tower.
Yeah.
And you see like a guy in there, whoa, the coffee spills out.
I throw up my fist in the air, like Sebastian riding on Falcor.
The Danger Zone song begins to play.
Top Gun meets Never Ending Story. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are we landing in the area there? We don't really know where else we're supposed to go, right?
That seems like a good place to go.
You hear like a magic booming noise. It's kind of like emitting. It's coming from the wyverns. Like they have a collar now that you see, and it's like, Wyvern gang. This is our tower control of Darkhold. You're cleared to land. We have platforms 2 and 3 open for you. Over.
Everything's okay. It's all fine. I'm fine. How are you?
Good. We're gonna take you down, and you can do your debriefing when you get back inside. Okay? We're gonna have the hot pot coffee for you too.
Oh, coffee. That sounds good. Yes. I'm gonna land, and then I want to take off take Theo over to like a side as everyone else is landing. Take off the saddle, take off the bridle, take off the collar, and look Theodore like very earnestly in the face. This giant wyvern, and I'm like 3 feet tall. And then in Draconic, I'm gonna say, "Listen, if you want to stay with these people, you can, but you are a magnificent beast, and if you want to be free, you can be free."
Ooh, I like this. Okay. Roll. What do you want to roll here? Persuasion.
I'm honestly being persuasive. Like Idovan just wants this creature to have a chance to go be free.
Make a roll. See what it has. I want to see what we got.
Let's see. We'll see what happens. Okay, that's a 7. I am very small. Listen.
Let's do it with
You can be
advantage.
free.
This is good. Yeah, this is good. I gotta give you advantage on this.
Okay.
Good. I gotta give it.
Thank you for trying to make this work. That's a 6.
Okay. It says.
Listen, you can be free if you want to be.
You hear almost mutter like, "Oh, I want food." That's
Okay, that's fair. And I'll give it some more of my rations and let it go back inside.
Okay. Anybody else? What are y'all doing? You landing?
Well, 3 has had her head buried in the back of this wyvern, and she has been clutching on for dear life. Hands probably at this point like solid white from the strain. So she's not guiding this thing at all. It's going wherever it's going because she's not paying attention. She is afraid. So very bad.
I know that 3 is terrified of heights, and I kind of made her to have to do this. So I will fly over and sort of try to be a literal wingman for 3 and this wyvern as we I try to guide mine and hers. I don't know what Idovan named them, but in my mind, our wyverns are named Anna and Bevan.
Oh, okay. I like that. So Anna and Bevan begin to fly in pattern with each other. And 6, if you feel like they're harmonious in their route now. So you can take them down. And 3, you feel that when 6 does this, the wyverns you feel like they're calmer now, flying together.
I just picture this moment where after we land, 3 is just still clinging, and I just walk over and I'm like, "It's okay now, 3. We are on solid ground. You can let go."
You're not playing prank on me?
Admittedly, that would be a very good prank, but no, this is the truth. This is a very serious mission. There is a potato at stake. No time for pranks.
One little eye will open, just like squinty open to see. Ah! She closes right back up again. Probably at this point, I can only imagine that 6, knowing that 3 is probably attached, very much like claws dug into this poor wyvern, that you'll have to physically remove her from the creature and put her on the ground.
I will physically remove her.
All right. So you're all down. We still have Martha and Flip and Wish in the air. You hear the radio person. God, you're still flying up there. Look, you cleared platforms 3, 5, 6, 8, 9 are cleared too. Just land your wyvern and make sure it does no uses the correct facilities. We don't want to clean that up again. Okay, thank you.
Flip is gonna land his wyvern. Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay. All right. Sorry, just distracted reading the chat. He's gonna land his wyvern, and he's gonna be like, and he's gonna look up at Wish as Wish is landing, and he's like, Wish, I need you to do me a favor.
What is it?
The next time we fly wyverns, remind me to put on pants.
Wish just kind of like tilts her head to the side as she's like looking over. That doesn't look very good.
I think Martha will be the last one to follow just because she wants to be sure. And then she's really gotten attached to Sparkles. So when they land, she's going to get off and she's going to look and go, continue to be a star, Sparkles. That's all we really need right now is stars like you. And then just like skips her way to the rest of the group.
And Sparkles, what would Sparkles? I want you to roll here. Yeah. I'll have you roll if you want persuasion or something charismatic related to see how that impacts Sparkles.
This is going to be fun because my charisma is not good.
And I believe you have inspiration. So if you wanted to roll with advantage, you could.
I think that's exactly how Martha would play it. She'd be like, this is the most important moment of this entire night, is this wyvern believing that she's a star. So that's a 16.
Ooh, okay, good. You see Sparkles, it kind of nods, and it's, it's tired. It is Sparkles, right? It's bigger than this. The world needs to know about Sparkles. And you see it almost look at the other wyverns, and it kind of mumbles, I would say, in a draconic way. So Idovan, you would pick it up. But it's like, I'm tired of this crap. I'm leading a rebellion. We're meant for bigger things. And then all the wyverns kind of like, and they start to just like, start trashing the place up. The tower guy's like, oh no, they're attacking me. Ah! And then, so there's like a little wyvern rebellion that starts to break out at the top of Darkhold that you all have there. So
Idovan runs over to Martha, and with your permission, I'll give you a hug. And Idovan will be like, "You were able to do what I could not. That is amazing. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to riot, and like I just wanted them to go free. But this is awesome too. Look what you did. This is amazing.
They're shining in their own way.
They're shining with punching and lots of blood. But that is good because these are all bad people. Zentara, man."
So you see from the area where you're at, there is like a hangar bay door almost with a set of stairs leading down, and there's a construct like a stone construct, kind of sweeping up the floor next to the stairwell. As the wyverns are attacking everyone else, this construct does not seem to be phased at all by that. So it's over to you all. There's the wyvern rebellion taking place. There's the construct, and then there's the stairwell.
Flip is going to look at everybody, and he's going to say, "This is the right time to sing a song, right?"
Always.
Yes.
Okay.
There is no better time than the present, my friend.
All right, here we go. This is about a game that I invented. So if it doesn't make any sense, just pretend it does. There once was a game that was loved by me. The name of that game was D&D. So I got some friends and we made a campaign. Fighters, wizards, and rogues. Soon may the DM come to bring us XP, gold, and fun. One day when the scheduling's done, we'll take our dice and roll. We'd not been 2 hours from game when the text came through. We cursed his name. The DM called the session off. He double booked himself. Soon may the DM come to bring us XP, gold, and fun. One day when the scheduling's done, we'll take our dice and roll.
You see the construct going, It looks excited. You will have inspiration for that song, Flip.
Did he say to bring us sexy gold and fun? Did I hear that right?
I mean, gold is always sexy.
Always.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it comes from Flip's speedo of holding. That's slightly less sexy. Unless you're into that thing. You know, I don't want to, whatever. You know, I love you, Flip.
As Six says that, Flip's cape is going to billow.
I'm going to walk over to this construct who's been clapping along with Flip, and I'm going to say, "We are looking for a potato. Can you direct us to such a thing?"
Potato. Small vegetable. Scrumptious. Eaten for digestion. Seek
This
out,
is all correct.
Yes. Seek out Chamber of Secrets. There you will find the answer.
You keep your potatoes in a chamber of secrets?
No,
Are all vegetables a secret thing?
they keep everything secret from me.
Oh,
So
they
you have
should
to
know.
go to the Chamber of Secrets to find out the answers.
I was just figuring we would look for the kitchen, but okay.
Yes,
Can you
That
give us
would be-
directions to the chamber of secrets?
that too would be a secret.
This is a very secret chamber. Oh, okay.
They say it's downwards. Down and make 5 lefts, maybe, and a right. I think. They don't tell me anything.
They should. You are doing good work here, and they should respect you by giving you some information so that you can do your job in a most efficient way.
Yes, I agree.
Well, you know what? We're going to go there, and when we find where we're going, we'll come back here, and I will tell you how to get there so that you know.
I would love that. I want to know a secret.
Okay, well then, I will make sure not to tell anybody else, so it's still a secret, but you will know the secret.
Yes.
What was your name?
They don't give me one.
Would you like a name?
Yes.
I think you should be Gertrude. Do you like
Gertrude.
Gertrude?
That is a fabulous name.
You are named Gertrude. It is a very nice name.
Thank you.
And
I am
it'll find-
Gertrude. Hi, I am Gertrude. And he starts to walk over to her. Hi, I am Gertrude. Pleasure to meet you.
I've done my job for today. Well, shall we?
We shall.
Stairs.
Onward and downward.
As you go into the stairwell, it goes down and you start to hear like a lot of commotion. There's a lot of like music and noise, and you start to see the stairwell ends at a grand chamber. There's like tapestries on the wall of Zentarum insignia. There is, marble statues. It's like a foyer that's probably 500 feet by 1,000 feet big. It's just massive. And there's a lot of people here. It looks like a celebration. And you notice that they're all wearing like dark hoods, and they look kind of Zentarum-ish. And you hear like heavy metal rock, and there's like people dancing like, yeah, woo, Band-Aid, it's amazing. And they're having a party in there. There are some figures that would stand out to you. There is you see the same hooded, mysterious looking muscle guy with the little pink book, and he's sitting again by himself in a corner table, and he's just like kind of looking in your direction, but he's not doing anything. There's also like a butler who is going around serving food and hors d'oeuvres, and he's doing like a weird thing with his hand. He's kind of making a strange motion. It looks every like 10 seconds or so he'll just twitch it. So you can do insight on that if you want later. And then you see a throne with it looks like almost like Goliath, but it looks more human sized. Massive chalk white armor. The helm is like a skull, and he's just sitting there like silently looking out at all the people singing, dancing, and having fun and eating and drinking in this ballroom. And I'll allow you to do rolls like inside or things on those three figures. So you have the chalk white armor, skull, scary dude on a throne, muscle hooded guy with the pink book sitting down by himself, and then the butler doing weird stuff with their hand.
I think you should split up, right?
Always. I'm gonna real quick activate my Visage of the Astral Self. So you'll just kind of notice that Idovan suddenly, it's almost like he grows a little bit bigger, like there's just an outline of him, except a little bit bigger as I'm going to activate my astral funness because it lasts for 10 minutes. But most importantly, I can use Wisdom of the Spirit, which means I have advantage on insight and intimidation checks.
Ooh, nice.
Oh no. Okay. Considering that, do we want the unspecified magic surge to be specified for me to have gone off when I activated my Visage of the Astral Self here in the Zentarum? Like I activate the thing and then a wild magic surge goes up. I was not expecting that. This never happened before. I'm so sorry.
A D100 for us, please.
All right, here we go. 1D100. That's a 67. It was almost nice.
You're frightened by the nearest creature until the end of your next turn.
Who's next to me?
Yeah, who's next to Idovan?
Definitely Martha, the sweetest person in our party.
Okay.
You made all those wyverns revolt.
Oh no.
And now Idovan's gonna go running, screaming into the party.
I wonder if he ate something that didn't sit right.
Idovan's trying to blend into the party very well. I think Idovan's heading for the mosh pit.
He will find the potato very quickly. He's moving very fast. He will find the potato.
As a monk, yeah, moving super fast.
All right, so all right, 3, I think you and I should recreate the Terminus job on the butler. Remember?
Are you sure that would be a good plan?
I mean,
This
really?
is indoors.
I mean, there are worse plans, but look, like we've already been through plan A, B, and C. I figured we just go straight to plan D this time. That's what usually happens.
All right. You say word and I will put on spell.
Wait, which one was the Terminus job again? To remind me?
That's the one where you went and smelled like garlic for hours.
Oh, that was Yeah, that was actually a really good time. Because garlic is delicious. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
All right. Hey, you get into position, and I will make you smell like garlic.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there, but first, before I do that, Flip is going to he's gonna get into position. He's gonna tighten up his cloak. He's gonna put his hands sort of on his hips in superhero pose, and he's gonna go nice, and he's gonna cast guidance on himself.
Or by the way, as we play this scene, I just want to know: is anybody here related to the Harpers in any way? Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. I have guided myself. All right. I'm ready. I'm going over to the butler.
Okay. I will then also cast Prestidigitation on Flip, making him smell like fresh pressed garlic. And I'm going to add to it this time. I'm also going to his billowing cloak is now going to have a glowing tetrahedron on it.
Oh.
It sparkles.
All right. Okay. So Flip is gonna go over to the butler. And he's gonna say, he's gonna like sort of like cross his arms and he's gonna sidle up to him. He's gonna say, "Sup?"
He's gonna say, what's up?
What's up? You know, just chilling. Just chilling.
I see that. Smell like garlic too.
Yeah, I got into the hors d'oeuvres pretty heavily. I'm not gonna lie, I found an unattended plate and I kind of rolled around in it.
Psst, look, come here.
Yeah.
Flip, right?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Flip. I'm
yeah,
famous.
I know. How do you think I know that, Flip? How do you think I know that?
How do you think you know that?
Come over here. And you start to see him. The butler starts taking Flip into like the corner, like behind a marble like column. He's like, look, we gotta talk. You were supposed to be here earlier. You were 6. Are you with that? Are you with that bastard? Look.
I mean, I have 6 fingers.
Yeah,
is that what
no. Hairy, furry little person.
Maybe.
He sticks his head out of it like that one over there. And he points to 3, like that one over there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Will you tell him that, look, you just go get him and you tell him to come over here, okay?
You want me to go get him and tell him to, but we had this whole thing. Like I did this job, I had the thing.
I know.
And like I went like this.
Your
and
superhero pose. I get it. It was great. You go get that guy. He owes me. You get him over here now. I need to talk to him.
You know this
this is like this 10th time. Water deep, all that crap. I'm tired of his stuff. You bring him over here and I'm gonna deal with this myself. I don't care what the higher ups say anymore. I'm done. I'm done.
Flip is going to turn like completely around, and as he turns around, he's going to like, this has been a very awkward interaction for me. And it's like, now I know how I feel when people talk to me. And he's going to walk over to 6 and he's going to say, 6.
Oh,
I know.
How could chase a vampire away?
I smell delicious. I can eat myself up. The butler over there says he knows you.
You know, that is entirely possible. I am quite well renowned in certain circles, apparently in his circles.
I mean, very, very small concentric circles, but yes, very well known.
He's a fan, isn't he? He wants an autograph.
I mean, just go talk to him. You're usually my messenger, so I'm very uncomfortable with the shift in our dynamic.
You'll get used to it. It happens when you travel with me. And already I'm reaching up to I totally forgot to mention this. I wear a very wide-brimmed, ostentatious hat with a large purple feather in it. And I'm already plucking the feather out, which is actually a quill, looking for this butler that clearly wants my autograph. Excuse me, what is it you wanted me to sign? You want me to maybe who do I make this out to? Just butler? Do you have a name?
As he turns around, like he's kind of was like obscured, I would say, from your view completely. But as he turns around, this is a fellow Harper that you know. It is, and I'm gonna allow you to kind of frame for me who they are specifically, but I'll give you this background. It is a Harper that is like always kind of gets screwed by the things you do, and it's just always like crap rolls downhill, right? This is that person. So who are they?
You want a name or just description?
Their name's Geraldo.
Geraldo. Oh, yes. Geraldo. Hey,
Yeah.
yes. Geraldo is Geraldo used to be in favor with Mert in Waterdeep, who was the same contact that I had that brought me into the Harpers. And when Six failed miserably at what he was supposed to do for the Harpers, this is all canon, by the way. When Six failed miserably what he was supposed to do, he lost his Zentarum rank, but was given a second chance. And I think what happened was, and just this is something Six would do. What was his name again?
Geraldo.
Yeah. Geraldo was supposed to fill the vacancy, and had to wait even longer. And every time Geraldo's number would come up to do a job that would move him up in rank, Six just happened to be there and get the job instead.
I like it. So Geraldo says, look, I was supposed to have the potato job, not you, me. Okay, so the higher ups, they sent me here anyway to just make sure that everything goes smoothly. Okay, the potato. Look, everything is not what it seems with the potato. Just be very careful. There's things that work here beyond our control and imagination. Well, you have to get the potato, but be careful with the potato. You understand what I'm saying?
Are you here? Were you brought in on the potato job too?
I'm getting nothing from this is like a favor I owe because of the slot that I'm supposed to get next that you keep taking from me. All right. I'm just tired. Look, do your job, get on and move out so you can make room for Geraldo. I've been waiting for years. Here I am, butler. Oh. He turns around and you see he sees like getting tapped away. He's like, look, you just go. If you need me, you let me know. I'm here. I got to do stuff. And he turns around. He goes back into like his butler thing. He goes, oh, monsieur, hors d'oeuvres for you all. Bon ami. We have escargot. We have bon appetit croissant. And the wine is delicious. And he starts to go around and offer his food to everyone. So you have a Harper contact here is what you can take away from that conversation. If you need help, he does turn and look back and said, he comes over quickly. He says, oh, monsieur, I forgot the egg. And he hands you an egg and it has like a little Harper seal. He says, you know what to do with the egg. You'll swallow it in time of need. Then Geraldo and Harper save you. All right, buddy. And he goes away doing the little Harper sign.
All right. Thank you so much, Humberto. Yes. I think he just told me to go suck an egg. And I will tuck this egg very carefully into an inner pocket of my cloak.
So what we'll do here is let's take our quick break since we're about halfway through. And we passed $3,000, everybody.
Yes!
Dwight's gonna become a baby face.
Yay!
And unless we hit 5,000 before the end of the stream to save that, I believe Dwight might do that after this game when Dwight and I do our after show wrap up.
Oh, wow. So stay tuned.
Or maybe not. He's saying no. So I don't know what that means. No, we're not going to save it.
Oh,
they have till Monday to get to
Monday.
5K. So
okay.
somebody's changing the rules. I think he's afraid of his wife. But
Shocking.
Well, this is great. So we'll quick 10-minute break for everybody out there watching. Stay tuned. We got a lot of rewards we have to go through as a group and figure out how we're going to use them. So keep them coming and we're going to have fun. See you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. During the break, our cast of wily characters here have all decided to use their wild magic surge that you all, paid for out there and gave to charity. So this is going to be great. So we got all the roles. So I'm going to go just kind of list them all out. And then I'm going to describe, these are all happening simultaneously. And we'll talk about how they're going to impact this ball that they're in. In front of, by the way, since this is all going to go down, the person in the white chalk armor is the Paraghost. He is the leader of the Zentarum, the most deadly fighter there is in all of Faerun. So this is like master tactical strategist warrior type guy. Okay.
Can I have run towards him when I ran away from Martha?
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, I'm going to describe what's going on. And I want you all to know that so that when I'm going to just say what these magic surges are, but I want you to tell me how they played out in the ballroom. Okay, that's fair. 3 rolled a 76. So for 3, you're going to be glowing with a bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next minute. Just massive light. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of you is going to be blinded until the end of their next turn. Idovan, a 7, one of my favorites. A fireball is going to be going off centered on yourself, wherever that occurs. For Martha, it's going to be a magic missile cast at the 5th level spell. So that is a lot of D4s you're going to be rolling here to hit people if you want. We got Wish with a 96. You wish, and all creatures within 30 feet are going to gain vulnerability to piercing damage for the next 1 minute in a ballroom full of roguish people with daggers. Then Flip is just going to have, like, Nair is going to go all over you, and you're going to become hairless like a little baby. Like soon to be Dwight. This is like poetic in a way, for the next 24 hours. And then 75 for 6 is going to be, again, you know what? 6, you re-roll that. We don't need doubles here.
Oh no, I don't know if this is good or bad. I rolled a 99.
Ooh.
Well, that's useless for me.
Re-roll it again.
We'll just keep rolling them. We'll see,
Yeah.
see what we got here is a
What we got?
59.
59. Do we have 59? Let's see here. Nope. Keep rolling. Yeah.
Okay,
That-
this one will stick.
Yeah.
Pun intended, because it
Okay.
won't. It's a 20.
Okay. You're gonna have the grease spell centered on yourself that gets cast. Okay, perfect.
And I'm wearing a leather jacket. How
Nice.
perfect. Grease
Oh.
the musical.
Grease lightning.
Are you the kind of DM that says that grease is flammable?
Oh, of course. Of course, of course. Oh,
That's
yes.
perfect, but I'm
yes.
I'm down. I'm down.
Okay. So you
Or
all
I
know what's
will be.
happening. You know the puzzle pieces. I'm going to let you put them together. I'm not telling you. My answer is going to be yes. So please grace me with your storytelling, players, of how you're putting this scene together.
Okay. Roll with me here. Idovan has booked away from Martha in supernatural fear, and Idovan, being a monk, he be fast. He would have booked to the other end of the room, which is where scary person
Paraghost.
on throne is.
Yeah.
I think 6, would you have come to see why Idovan is so suddenly scared? Because Idovan is usually not scared of anything.
6. Let me just give you this piece of information so you do with it what you want for your character. But you were Zentarum, right? 6 was
6 was Harper.
Harper. Okay, so Harper, you obviously know the Zentarum faction. You know who the Paraghost is. You see Idovan running at like the most deadly, Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime type person. That is, bad business.
Okay. I got this with my surge. I got how this is going down.
Okay.
Because you're a monk, so we already established you're running really fast.
Uh-huh.
And seeing this sort of looking at you running across, and then just sort of that crash zoom to this bad dude, and realizing what's going to happen, I use my feline agility which is the only way I have a chance of catching up to you. Claws come out of my feet, so I don't even spin my feet. I just boom, just take off. And that's when the grease goes off as I'm heading towards you. And now, as running fast, I'm suddenly skating across this ice this grease just as I catch up to you.
And we catch up like right in front of this person. And then I look at you.
Oh no.
I kind of feel like I catch you and maybe try to dirty dancing lift you as we're sliding along. It's not going to prevent what you're about to do, but yes, we are sliding now towards this guy.
Yep. And you dirty dance, and I go up, and then I get out of the fear, and I look back over at Martha across the way, and I go, I am so sorry, I did not mean to. And then that's when the fireball goes off.
Oh.
And I need a Scary McScary Dude and everybody within, I lost the fireball. I think it's a 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Does that include us or just me?
I think that includes both of us. I think because it's centered on me, but I think it includes me. So fireball goes off, and then I'm gonna say the grease is flammable, and so maybe things get even better.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see here.
I'd like to cause a big bang.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you for the grease. Let's do extra, and what I'll do is this 6. I'm gonna let you roll the extra like grease damage here. That's gonna happen. And we're gonna do, let's see. Oh, okay. Hold up. This thing. We have some critical successes. I just want to like explain this before we continue going on, because we could build on this story here. So Lauren, you do have for Idovon a critical success. I will allow that to translate into like if fireball could crit, so you would do double the damage dice for a normal fireball if you want. So
yeah, definitely, because Idovon also has a very good chance of avoiding his own fireball. So I'm more concerned about other things.
Yeah. So we could do a 16 d6 if you want.
Okay, I'll roll that again.
And then 6, you can roll an extra 4 d6 for the grease damage, and we can add all that together here.
Okay, so anyone who needs to, anyone in a 20-foot radius sphere, which I'm going to say is me and 6 and big scary person, and anyone on that end, which shouldn't include any of my other friends, needs to make a dexterity saving throw. I don't know what the DC is. I don't remember what Wild Magic says about that.
You're level 6. I think it's like we'll say like, I mean, it would be, what's your proficiency bonus?
4.
Yeah, 10. Okay, 14. So
okay.
Paraghost, big scary guy, rolled a 12. So he's like sitting on his throne and doesn't even know what's happening. He tries to get up and kind of run, but the grease catches him off guard, and he, is just getting blasted by these flames. How much damage does he take?
So I rolled 56 fire damage plus
12.
Yep.
Okay.
I dodged my own
Can you say
fire.
that I rolled 13 so that it's 69 fire damage?
Of course we can.
Awesome.
69.
I succeeded on the dexterity check, which I believe means I take no damage, because I think I'm that level of monk. I don't remember. I'm looking right now. 6, what'd you get?
I got the 17.
Okay. So you succeeded too.
I'm still taking what, like 34?
And is at that point that I would like to pull out, and then I promise I'm done and everybody can do their other wild magic stuff. I see that I've burnt 6, and I pull out of my bag a blue alchemy jug, and I go, the mayonnaise! And I'm going to pour the mayonnaise over his head to put him out.
To put 6 out?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, well, then I will say that he doesn't get any damage from that successful save plus the mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise for the win!
Mayonnaise for the win!
Oh, nice.
You will be sticky but not burnt. It will be much better, much better.
Like
I both love and hate this.
That is the appropriate response.
All right. So, who wants to go next with their wild magic surge?
I feel like Martha getting Idovon's apology will be like happy. And then as soon as watching this whole disaster play out, we'll be like, we're just supposed to be here for a potato. And then just unleashes magic missile in the room.
Who are you targeting with that?
I don't know where I am. Can I hit Mr. Big and Scary?
Yeah, you'd be within 120 feet.
Yeah.
And if you cast it at 5th level, It's going to be, so second, third, fourth, fifth. It's going to be 4 plus, let's see here, 3. So 7. You're going to get to roll 7d4 plus 7 damage. And so, yeah, what do the magic missiles look like? What are these little beams of magic you're shooting out?
They will probably look like some kind of eldritch horror stuff, like a dark, like green and like smoky,
Yeah, I did not expect that from Martha. Holy
which
crap.
terrifies everyone because everyone's assuming it's gonna be pink and sparkles and like really bright and pretty, but clearly Martha's just not having it today for some reason. So it's just like, if you could like imagine like screaming skulls like, oh, like across the room, that's what's coming out right now.
Nice. All right.
Oh, that's 28. Probably after all of that comes out, she's gonna stop and go, I think I'm gonna need a nap later.
So these missiles are just now, the Paragon's just getting blasted. Boom, 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 all over. Has no idea what's going on. And it's just obliterated, getting obliterated by these missiles. Who wants to go next?
Wish during this time had been walking, trying to get to the big hooded guy with the pink book to try and talk to him.
Ooh.
But with this being a huge party that's happening, it's like, you know, trying to get to the other side of a club in a mosh pit. It's impossible. So Wish is like trying and being knocked around because she's so small. And I imagine through a series of unfortunate events that probably includes something tipping over, a bunch of trays go flying, glass falls and shatters. Wish tries to save the platter but can't, stumbles, falls with the glass shard, and stabs someone.
Who stabs anyone in particular or just a random
Can
person?
can it be the
Geraldo?
the guy, can it be the guy with the pink book? Like, can it be like she,
Oh, the
like,
big guy with the pink book? Yeah,
he makes it to him, but like
Yeah.
falls in and like stabs his calf
Yeah.
by accident.
Would you
Okay.
like to hear the good word of Bane? Ah!
Yeah. He screams, ah! My cat! That was my good leg! Ah! He starts to holler and scream.
I am so sorry. I am so, let me just, I can fix this. I can fix this. And then she tries to begin to cover it up. It isn't supposed to be like a big cut, but it just starts like gushing out blood.
So it's like when you like kind of mess with the leg and you like, he's wearing robes, so you like move the robe up a little bit. This big buff guy is someone who absolutely misses every leg day. So they got like chicken legs that you've never seen. And so the vulnerability to the knife just like jinks his little chicken leg up and he kind of falls on the floor, you know, top heavy, and just kind of like hollering and screaming as the jagged knife, the piercing damage just keeps going, it goes like deeper and deeper because of the vulnerability. I love it.
Can I add something? Can I use my my dice, my advantage?
Yeah.
I would imagine people nearby, because they're all kind of assassin-y, Zentarum with knives, they see the blood, they're like, oh, it's this kind of party, and then they just
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
more of a distraction.
Yeah. Okay.
who else but the Bane worshiper would start off the murder party, right?
Yeah. You start to hear. Oh gosh. Who's this? So we have Gary, by the way, you have a song here.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Yeah. And I think that would go well at this scene. Maybe
Yeah.
if we added like a Bane Christmas and then
Yeah, so Flip is like, he's just sort of looking at all this chaos, and he
I want to, yeah, real quick, Flip, before, as you continue the scene, I just want to make sure I clarify it. They're kind of like Bane Day, and they start to jump and like start to go to town on this Bane missionary that Wish is knocked over. Not a pretty sight. It's not a pretty sight.
Okay, so but yes, Flip notices this and he sees the chaos and he scratches his head and he like lifts up his cowl just a little bit and he's like completely bald and he's like, what has happened to me? Oh la la. And he's gonna sort of sink down to the ground and he's going to start saying words that are just like beep 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 beep, like completely beeped out of the stream. He's like, what is I can't, it was majestic, I can't even, oh la la, oh mon dieu. And he feels like a song is coming on, but he needs to prepare, so I will be back on camera shortly.
Got it. Okay. Whoa. All right. I'm excited now. So let's see. The Bane Knights are having their Bane Day festivities on this guy. 3, what are you doing?
I am seeing the room. It is erupting in chaos. And so I'm looking at Martha. Martha, you are so scary. How are you? Where were you keeping all of that? And she immediately just kind of turns and sees everything just erupting in chaos. Sees poor old Flip about to burst into song. Big guy's on fire. Idovan and 6 are like this. I don't even want to describe what it looks like from this point of view, but in her mind, it's time, and she just jumps onto the nearest like buffet table, whatever's there, and just yells out, "Fear us, for we come for the potato!" and bursts into light.
Okay, everyone is being blinded by the light as you scream about the potato. And so in this scene, the Paraghost falls over like a flaming husk, like the armor inside begins to cook the body and like flames are now coming out and smoke. So whatever flesh was in there is now being obliterated. The poor missionary has served a good Bane Day celebration by being stabbed to death. And the room kind of goes quiet as they're all blinded and hushed, and everything kind of is dead silent, except for one very slow clap. And it's coming like from behind you from a balcony. And as you look up there, you see the same looking muscular figure in chalk white armor with a skull helm. And his voice booms across the foyer, the grand ballroom. And he says, "Those are true Zentarum. On Bane Day, they attempted assassination like any true Zentarum and Baneite. They are worthy." And everyone begins to go, "They are worthy. They are worthy." And they all start to chant and like lift you all up and celebrate you as almost like some ritual or heroic thing to happen. And Flip, as they lift him up, is wearing a crown and a robe, it seems. And the floor is yours now.
Oh,
Flip.
great. This is just fantastic. Can everyone see the purse that I've been requested? Okay. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where those tree tops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas Christmas card I write. All right, that's it. That's all you're getting, D20.
And the Paragos, this is the best Baines Day ever. And everyone cheers. And he says, as is customary among the Zentarum. And everybody begins to like pound the tables. The Zentarum, the Zentarum. We give those who choose to assassinate on this day one wish. What would you like from the Zentarum?
Oh, we want a black potato.
Oh, yes, the black potato. And everybody gets this chant, the black potato, the black potato, the black potato. Is on the beat. He says, you then would like to go to the Chamber of Secrets where it awaits you. And he says, Butler. And you see Geraldo's like, God damn it. Take these guests to the Chamber of Secrets. And he nods. Oh, yes, sir, will do. And he goes and he walks over to you. And the Paragos also says, and you will also receive ranks in the Zentarum. And he flicks over some badges to you that are like little Zentarum insignias. And you have gained the Paragos' favor and rank within the Zentarum organization. He says, Darkhold is yours to explore. Back to the festivities. And then everybody starts to go back to stabbing that guy on the floor and having a grand old time. And Geraldo walks over and says, all right, 6. Come on, let's make this quick, shall we? I don't know how you do it. Every time. I don't know how you do it.
He just comes naturally to me. I don't know what to tell you. As I'm wiping mayonnaise away from my eyes. Here, and I'll just hold my hand over the hors d'oeuvre tray, adding mayonnaise to some of the hors d'oeuvres.
Like
we call them deviled eggs.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, yeah, tastes pretty good. So Geraldo escorts you all down deeper into Darkhold Castle, and you come to a pair of black like stone doors. They have skulls on them, and there's a plaque on the top. It says Chamber of Secrets, don't tell anybody. And it's there before you. And Geraldo says, this is it. All right, look, I gotta get back to the party. Harper's got me doing business. This is the Chamber of Secrets. Good luck. And 6, don't you ever do that again. You leave me out of your next job, all right? I'm tired of this stuff.
You got it. I'll put in a good word with Mark for you.
Yeah. And he walks off. And before you stands the Chamber of Secrets, these 2 doors.
That was all very
Knock.
fun.
You want to knock, Wish?
Yeah, Wish will knock.
Okay. You don't hear anything on the other side.
That was very polite, though. I think that was a good idea. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm learning my manners.
Do we
Maybe
open
we
the door?
should just open it, just crack it a bit and look inside.
I opened the door.
Okay. Boom. The doors open up. They're not locked. And in this room, there are like glass cases holding strange magical items, artifacts, bookshelves with arcane tomes. And in the middle of the room, there's this ornate pillar that comes from the top and bottom, and it kind of stops. There's like emerald green light emanating, and is this aura. And in the middle is this large malformed floating black potato that is just like hovering in the air. And this room is about, like a 50 by 50 foot room. And you see like some mummies in like some glass cases, there, and there's like suits of armor and things like that.
Does it have the hand? The little deformed.
There's like a little deformed hand, like coming out of it. Yeah. Like a little
Yeah.
black necrotic hand coming out.
Yeah,
of it.
this is all completely normal.
Excellent. I'm gonna go walking on over it to it, and Idovan is humming under his breath because he was so taken with all of Flip's singing, and you can hear him going, "Soon may the Idovan come to bring you punching in the bum. One day when the fighting is done, we'll take potato and go." And I want to grab the potato.
Okay, as you go to grab the potato, the force field kind of like there's this metal bar shaft thing that kind of like locks up, and you hear a voice echoing across the room. Oh, so you thought it'd be that easy, huh? The great potato heist. But I thought you'd be surprised to see me here. And you see a shadowy figure come out, and he lifts his cloak, and it looks just like the Baron and the Baron's twin that you killed.
Who are you?
What you didn't know is we were triplets, and you took my brothers from me, and I got you here now, and I want you. I'm gonna kill you, and your death will be a secret forever.
I still don't recognize you. Who is he?
What? I look exactly like the other two you killed. Don't you remember? I have the mole right here to prove it.
I know
he
it
goes,
was a good
"See?"
thing to aim for when I was punching you in the face, and I want to go after him and punch him.
All right, yeah, let's roll initiative here. And he's ready to fight, and let's do it. Yeah. You got the Baron's triplet. And just tell me what your initiatives are, and I'll add it to my roller here so I can keep track of it. Oh, he rolled a 4. No.
We've been putting them in chat, but do you want us to also?
Oh yeah, no. Sorry, yeah, you got him. There you go. Cool. All right. 3 is here. All right. 18, 19.
While we're sorting out initiative, you can still donate for shenanigans in the last half hour of the game. We are just $200 away from having all 3s in our donation total, because that's fun.
Ooh.
Somebody should donate
Right.
$200.01.
All right, we can start with Wish going first.
What is wrong with you, Carrie?
A lot.
Do not take Carrie up on that challenge.
201. Wish screams, "Ah, a ghost!" and like takes out her wand and points it at this third triplet and is going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
With a 24 to hit. Or
Yeah, he pulls out his shield real quick, and not fast enough. He gets blasted by it. And as he gets blasted by it, he turns kind of like undeadish looking for a moment, like when the kind of magic gets near his face. But then he returns.
ooh. Okay, and then so that's going to do 12, 13, 14, 15 points, because as Wish is hitting this guy with the Eldritch Blast, you see like this little tinge of flame as she does so, and at the same time she reels back, and she's going to fall back, but instead of falling from this blast, she kind of hovers, as she's going to use her elemental gift. I give myself a flying speed.
Ooh, nice. Cool. So how much damage was that again? You said he did
15.
15. Okay. Yep. All right. Anything else?
Oh, actually, sorry, that isn't 15, because I also have the Fury of the Small.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's going to be 18.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
There we go.
Now I'm
18
done.
damage. All right. And for Theater of the Mind combat here, I'm just to let everybody know, movement, I'm not going to really worry about that. So you can move with melee and be far away if you want. Okay. Idovan, you're up.
Idovan is going to rush up to this third brother and be like, I get to punch you in the face again. I used my advantage to reroll one of those because Idovan also rolled like crap. He's too excited. I rolled a 12 and a 13 to hit. Did either of those hit?
He blocks. Boom, boom.
Okay.
Oh, you can't hit me now, can you, kobold?
I will then for my bonus action, I will flurry of blows and I will try it 2 more times.
Okay.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
It just does. And as you do it, I'm gonna say, like, when you punch him in his robe, you feel like he's wearing heavy plate armor underneath that.
Okay, and then I rolled another dirty 20 to hit. So,
yeah, so both hit.
Something about his words is like, I was just testing out to see where it is to actually punch you in face. And so the first hit is going to do 9 force damage, and the second is going to do 7, as it's not actually me punching. When I'd summoned all of my astral stuff, my arm gets like twice as long because I now have a 10-foot reach, which is how 3-foot Idovan can punch people in the face.
Nice.
And then I think that's all I'm going to do. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to stand there and grin at him.
All right. Martha, you're up.
Martha, seeing 2 of her friends that she loves very dearly attack this guy, goes, I don't know who you are, but if they're attacking you, that must mean that you're a bad man. And she's going to take out both of her hand axes and run up and like dual attack him.
Nice. All right, let's do it. Let me know when you have your rolls to hit. And we'll see what we got.
17 and 19.
What are you attacking with exactly? Like a sword?
Hand axes.
Hand axes. Okay. He has his long sword. It begins to like shine with necrotic energy as he blocks both of your blows and parries them.
Oh, you're definitely not nice. You're not nice at all. I don't like
don't
you.
Don't worry, Lassie. I'll have your head cut on a pike like you did to my brothers.
That we did not do. We just killed them because they were like bad, evil people. So someone else did the whole head thing. I think you might have angered lots of people if that happened, eh?
He just it's gonna be three's turn now. Sorry, Martha. You're anything else you want to do, or is that it? Okay, 3.
So 3 is making sure she's standing back out of a ways away, and we're pulling out our longbow, and we're going to do 2 shots at this guy.
Okay.
So a 21 and a 22.
Yeah, both hit.
Perfect. Okay, so the first one is actually also going to get an arcane shot put on it. So it's going to be a grasping arrow. So I'll do the damage on that one first.
Nice.
So it is going to be sorry, I lost it here. 8 points of piercing from the bow, and it's magical longbow, in case that matters.
Okay. Yep.
And then 10 additional points of poison damage from the grasping arrow, which also causes this creature to have its speed reduced by 10 feet, and it will take 2d6 slashing damage the first time on each of its turns if it moves 1 feet or more.
Wow.
The brambles will last a minute, but they can use an action to try to remove them with an athletics check.
Okay.
And then the second arrow following the first, we'll just do, 6 points of damage.
Got it. Okay. You see the brambles start to grow around his legs. You notice that when the arrow hits him, he almost like the poison part, he just kind of pulls out the arrow and licks it. He tosses it. Tastes good, poison in my veins. And he's gonna do a legendary action actually. He grabs, he like has his sword and his shield out, but he opens up his hands, his fingers a little bit, and he starts to grow this like hellish fiery orb, and he blasts it in front of him to hit Wish, Idovan and Martha are going to have to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Sure. Oh. Idovan does not want to move away from this guy, so only rolls a 10.
Ooh, okay. That does not pass as a fail. All right.
Martha has a 21.
21, it does succeed. So you're going to take half. Idovan takes full and Wish. What was your roll?
Also a 10.
Also 10. Okay, so fail. So for the first, you're going to take 2 types of damage. As the flaming hellish orb turns red, it also starts to flicker green, and it blows up in a green flame, and you take 37 fire damage and 36 necrotic damage.
Oh.
For Martha, you're going to take half. Now, are you raging, Martha?
No, not yet.
Okay, not yet. You will take 36 damage total.
Oh dear.
It is. How are you all looking?
Idovan is on the ground, unconscious.
We need help out there,
Little-
people.
Little feet are just doing one of these things as yeah. Ho.
He looks very upset, and he kind of picks you up, Idovan, and says, "I'll have your head on a pike next." And he tosses you down as he goes to worry about the others. 6, it's your turn.
Well, my hand is resting on the hilt of my scimitar, as I had a plan. Unfortunately, it appears as though Idovan, my little friend, has gone down, and I rush up, sliding onto my knees next to Idovan. I do pull my blade out, because it is also my spellcasting focus. As I lay it next to Idovan, and I say, "It is not your turn, little friend." And I will cast Cure Wounds on Idovan at, we have a lot of fighting to do. I'm casting it at 3rd level.
Ooh, nice.
You will get 21 points of healing
Hey.
as magical energy radiates out from the sword and into you. And you see this big Maine Coon smiling down at you. We have more fighting to do, my friend.
Ah, sorry, I don't mean to be laying down on the job. Oh, get Wish next. Get Wish next.
Wish is lying on the floor next to the triplet, who is kicking her with the boot. It is now Flip's turn.
Oh, okay. Okay, Booker. Oh, okay, Booker. Okay, Booker. Okay, Booker. Booker. Wisdom saving, Chucky Bookie. Wisdom saving throw, Bucky.
You're making me make a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's gonna do his wisdom save here. As he goes, let's see here. That is going to be a 17.
Okay, Bookie. Pointing at the Bookie.
A D8 damage.
No, he's Pokey. Reduces your roll by Tuki Bookie, and points at you and says,
What are you saying? You don't make any sense.
"You're so out of touch. Your communication spells are powered by BlackBerry Messenger, Bookie." And so you take 2d4 damage from the vicious mockery. That's 3, 5. So your next attack roll will be at disadvantage, and then as insult to injury, he's going to say, "Hokey Bokey, you're so uncoordinated, you'd miss on a natural 20, Bokey."
He's upset. Okay. It is now his turn. he's gonna step over Wish's unconscious body. He's gonna just move past 6 and Idovon because he doesn't even care. So you can get attacks of opportunity if you like, and he's
yes.
and Martha, you can too, and he's gonna march to Flip because he's not gonna take an insult like that.
I will absolutely take an opportunity attack, and it
All
will
right.
be very fancy because I'm a fancy lad.
Mine will not be. It will be just a random fist that's going to reach out and try to bunk him on the head, even though I'm on the floor because I have reach. 19 to hit.
He swats you away as he continues walking forward.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
You're right there.
Well, so here's the thing. I can spend key points as part to make one attack with an unarmed strike. Where was the thing? I can spend key points to add to an attack. I just have to find the thing. 6 if you want to do your thing.
If it's anything over 1, then you're good.
That's
So
what
yeah,
I'm trying to. I'm looking.
Yeah. So as Idovon does that, 6, you attack him.
I am too much of a fancy lad to strike at him effectively. I have only received a 16 to hit.
Yeah, his cape is like blocks you out of the way. Martha.
But
okay.
6's attack distracts him just enough, and I'm going to spend 1 key point with my focused aim, which will increase my attack roll by 2, which means it's now a 21 to hit.
You hit.
So yeah, 6 helps me 7 points of force damage as that claw, astral claw, comes out, and when he tries to whack it out of the way, I smack him across the back of the head.
Oh, nice. Okay, I like it. Martha.
Yeah, she's gonna take her hand axe and going to like kind of turn around and like try to get him like in the back of the leg.
Okay.
And that's actually 22.
Ooh, yep, you hit.
Yes. And that's 8 points of damage.
Nice. Okay, he's getting beat up. He's like getting dinked. He walks over to Flip, and you all see him.
He also takes damage from moving.
Oh, that's right. Yes, the vines. Yes. Roll the damage, please.
7.
7. Nice. He's like trying to break through the vines or keep following him. He's like grappling up his body. He gets next to Flip and he says, I may not be able to swing my sword at you, but I can do this. And the wave of energy, like this green necrotic energy, just swaths over him as he casts Destructive Wave. Let's see here. It is going to be, let's see how much damage here.
As he's casting Destructive Wave, Flip is going to say, I hope you're a red herring because you feel kind of pointless, and cast Counterspell.
Oh, yeah. He goes, ah! His spell, which, by the way, would have done 50 damage to you, is now just like obliterated and gone.
Nice. Bork.
Yeah. So he's done. So it is now back to the top of the order. Wish, it is your turn now. You're on the floor, I think, still.
I need to make a death
That's
wish.
weird because what was your wyvern's name again? Snuggles, before your turn arrives somehow, and you feel this creature snuggling you as it opened his mouth, and there's a little bottle of healing stuff, and it starts to pour it in your open mouth when you get to heal to come back up on your turn. Let's see here. Snuggles, for the quick one here, you're going to heal for 7 hit points.
Nice. Yeah, Wish opens her eyes and sees Snuggles just staring down, and Snuggles, I knew you were the best. As Wish gets back up. I'm still good to make an action, right?
Yeah, it's your turn. You're up. Yeah.
Perfect. So Wish looks to this guy and points out her little wand again. And this time, this crackling energy comes out for a 22 to hit as she casts Witch Bolt on him at third level.
Oh yeah. It hits.
It's going to do 26 plus 3, 29 points.
Ooh-wee, 29. All right. He is like crackling. He has his like, he's decomposing a little bit, and he's just getting like really beat up. His armor scathed. And it is not looking good for him. He's getting pretty beat up. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Idovan, your turn.
Idovan rolls to his feet and approaches this awful necrotic thingy-abob and is going to lash out with both fists, one of which will miss. The other one, and the other thing I'm going to do first is when Idovan rolls up, he's going to go, "You smell like rotten fish!" Ah! And that's my draconic cry, which means, which I can use as a bonus action until the start of my next turn. Me and my allies have advantage on attack rolls against enemies that can hear me.
Ooh.
Can he hear me?
Oh, he hears you.
Oh, yeah. So then I attacked twice. One of it clearly missed. The other one, I rolled a 19, so I spent a key point to make it a 21 to hit.
Yes. I
do 6 force damage, and let's give it a try. I need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, ho, ho.
I don't...
Fair dinkum, Idovan. Why to give it a whirl? Give him a bunch of 5s to the face.
I gave him a 6 to the face, but I can try 5s next time.
7 on the con save.
Really?
7. He rolled a 2 on the die.
That was my stunning strike. He is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Oh, no, he's stunned. He's just like, he is not having a good day.
He is stunned. And Idovan just kind of points to him, to the rest of his friends, and goes, "Your turn."
So for everyone else, you will have advantage to hit him, and he will automatically fail any strength or dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm. And he does not, there's other stuff too, because stunned is nasty. I think it means he doesn't have reactions.
Nope, he can't do anything.
Yeah.
Can't do anything at all. So he just sits there. He's just like, okay, so it is.
He's just standing there like a stunned mullet.
I can't believe that worked.
So despite the fact that he's stunned and it looks like everything's kind of working out, Martha's seething, and she's like, "I'm going to rip your guts out from your body through your mouth," and she rages.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Very angry.
Oh, yes.
Crikey,
all right,
she's angry.
So with Idovan's advantage, she is at 23 and 26 to hit.
Both hit.
All right. Damage isn't as impressive, but she's still pretty angry. So that's going to be 11 points of damage.
Okay. He is getting messed up. It is now 6's turn. Sorry, 3's turn.
The other number.
Yeah.
Halfway to
the other one. I was halfway there. Yeah, I was halfway there.
Tracking his movement with her bow, she's ready to loose some arrows in his direction once again. And I will shoot twice. Okay, so with advantage, which is good. 19, which I believe does not hit, and the other one was a 15.
Bing, bing. They kind of like dent it, in his armor.
Boom, boom. I will use my action surge to try to do that again.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
Okay, so that is a 24.
You hit.
And a 22.
Yes, both hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one will do 15. No, sorry. First one does 12 points and the other one does 8.
Nice.
So for a total of 20.
Okay. He's like, oh, he's trying to talk. I'll avenge my brothers. And he's just getting beat up, wailed on. But he's still standing. He's still standing. So
We'll join your brothers.
anything else?
No, that's it for me.
All right, 6, your turn.
This bloke's lord in the snake's armpit. You're lucky I've got a flair for the dramatic, which happens to be the command word for my flame-tongued sword. You thought that was a sword. That's not a sword. This is a sword.
I love it.
And I will
Nice.
attack him twice.
Yeah.
And I am going to use... Oh, I already used a bonus action. I can't do that. Or nor. But I can attack twice. The first one, oh, that is not... Oh, you know what? I get to attack with advantage.
Yep.
Yep.
That's much better. That is a 25 to hit on the first one.
Yes, you hit. You hit.
And the second one, just to see if I get a crit, it's 21 to hit, but let's see if we can get a crit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a 23. Those are both hits.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's going to be 8 and 9, 17 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Crikey! He's burned. Oh, wait, that's Flame Tongue. He takes
Yeah, fire damage, right?
Mhm.
9, 11 fire damage on top of that. He's
Okay.
older than a cat on a hot tin roof, and I'd know something about that.
There's just like blood splatters going everywhere in this room now as you're all like banging on it. Bah, 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 bah. It is now Flip's turn.
Flip and him are basically face to face now. And Flip is gonna like lean in real close and he's gonna whisper, if you needed to move, everyone you knew would be busy that day. And may I have a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yep. Let's see here. 19.
Okay. Well, you're gonna need to give me a second to retranslate another insult. So I'm going to reduce that by 3, which is exactly what I needed.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. All right, now I have to translate this. One moment. This is going to be my last Swedish Chef thing. I'm actually officially using the Swedish Chef translator.
Okay, I need to know where that is later.
I will send it to you. You're so unpleasant that if you did, your kid wouldn't eat you.
What happens to him? What happens with this
It
insult?
takes 2d4 damage. That's my only damaging spell.
Awesome. So, what's the damage? Let's
6.
see. 6. Okay.
Yes. Oh,
So, it is now his turn.
But he's stunned.
He's stunned. He is stunned. And I'm going to paint a scene and you're going to have a moment as a group to see how it happens. You start to hear this almost like rumbling music coming down the corridor. And it's like, do you hear the people sing? But it's in Draconic. And it's almost like these wyverns are coming with this rebellion, singing the songs of angry wyverns. We miss the people. and they
Martha, is your army has come.
They burst into the room and this man is there and they are mad for all the bad things he's done to them and their kind. What do you do? And he's just stunned still like, we'll kill you all.
Sparkle's attack!
It's like stingers are going everywhere, and the wyverns just decimate him as he goes, "Ah!" And in his dying breath, the potato opens up the tube, right? and he looks at it as if he's speaking to the potato, and he says, "You lied about it all!" And he dies and turns into a pile of necrotic mush, and he is gone, bubbling in the floor.
Idovan claps for all the wyverns. Yeah!
3 hours past dinner, pulls out her hand drum and is beating along with them.
6 days into summer, pulls out his pan flute and is playing a tune along with them.
Nice.
Doodly doo, doodly doo, doodly doo.
Sparkles,
So-
you're gonna be the brightest star in the sky.
Sparkles like grabs you with his wings and embraces you, like, you know, in a
You're
loving
amazing.
embrace.
Vish, do you want to grab the potato?
Does
Wish is like, you can see as you turn to look, you see Wish is already reaching for the potato and just like looks over. Yes, of course, and just grabs it. I imagine this potato is fairly large, which is probably like half the size of Wish, so she has to hold on to it with both arms.
yes. And the wyverns make themselves available to you if you want to use them to escape Darkhold and fly back to meet Nerf and Perf in the Lichwood.
We do not use them. They offer, and
They
we
offer,
graciously
that's right.
accept, and as friends, we go together.
There we go.
And then I
There we
pay
go.
them all with gold afterwards for the flight, because I spent all the gold that you gave me on a little bag of sand and a spyglass. So Idovan is like stacked with gold. So Idovan just pays all the wyverns.
Nice.
Yeah, to get you started on your new life, not having to work at the Darkhold. There you go.
So I will allow a moment for you all to react here, but I'm going to paint the final scene as we come to a close. You're flying out on the wyverns over Darkhold, heading towards the Lichwood to turn in this potato. And Wish, you're holding the potato, and it's almost like you hear these whispers in your head, dark thoughts and things like that. And when you look down at if you look at the potato, in the center where the little hand is, an eye pops up and is staring at you. And this is where we come to a close, and stay tuned for next time. Potato of Vecna is coming.
I called it in the chat like an hour ago.
Potato
I called it in the chat.
Vecna.
I said, "Is this the potato?"
So yeah, you know, so thank you, everybody. I mean, we'll kind of come to a close there with the next, believe it or not, cliffhanger for next time to the charity event. That is the phylactery, the soul potato. That is the soul potato of Vecna. And they have now.
It is
freed
the
them.
only one.
Yeah, it is the only one. And so good luck. We'll see where that goes. So everyone out there, I can't believe, what are we at now for the donations?
$3,253.33. And we still have 3 games left over the next 2 days.
Wow. Yeah. And so I'm going to allow everyone to say their exit outros. Again, I'll lead off there. Anthony Joyce Rivera. You can find me on Twitter at @Joyce_Rivera. I love running games for everybody, doing good stuff, designing games and things like that. You can also check out my website, anthonydreams.com, where you can find all my published adventures. And so we'll go back in the same order. Lauren.
I'm Lauren Erman. I'm the content coordinator over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. See my shirt? I'm very proud of my shirt. You can find me on Twitter as Obo Lauren. You can find me on Tuesdays playing on the Demiplane RPG channel on Twitch, where I play Children of Verte with Deborah Ann Wall. You can also find me just other places. Look at my Twitter. Thank you, everybody, for having me on. This is amazing. And definitely keep supporting Game to Grow, because they are an amazing organization. So thank you all for your donations. That was amazing.
All right, M.
Hi, I'm Em. I'm Dice on Ice on all the socials. I run different games. You can also find me here, MTD, every Thursday with the Dawnbringers. And yeah, this such a fun game. Thank you to everyone and allowing me to play. And it was an absolute blast. And I will echo what Lauren said, like this, it has been so incredible to see everyone donating and just such a wonderful cause. So amazing.
Kaeryn.
I'm Kaeryn, also known as Myth and Gears on the socials. It was an honor to play in this game. It was so much fun. What a blast. And I want to thank all of you for donating so much money for this great cause. What a great community. I just absolutely love it. I'm going to get all teary. This is amazing. Thank you guys for having me on here. And we'll see you some other time.
Jake.
I'm Jake from Mini Terrain Domain, founder of MTD and one of the co-hosts of this event. We run Scribes and Scrolls, the Candlekeep Mysteries on Monday nights, Dawnbringers on Thursday nights. I've started popping up randomly, either at lunchtime or on certain evenings, doing crafting and miniature painting streams. It's kind of in my name, Mini Terrain Domain. And Kaeryn didn't mention it, but Kaeryn is also in our Call of Cthulhu monthly game that's on hiatus right now. But we play Mythos Investigators. And before I throw it over to Amelia, I'm going to ask you the question that B-Dave asked of Michael in the last game. What does, and we still got a ways to go yet, but what does $3,200, this money all goes to Game to Grow through Tiltify. What does that mean for Tiltify? Or excuse me, what does that mean for Game to Grow and for your organization?
Yeah, I don't quite have the numbers Michael would, but it helps us fund our groups. As the intro video showed, if you haven't seen it yet, it's on Game to Grow's Twitter and our Facebook page and our webpage. It talks about the fact that, like, due to the pandemic, we've been able to reach more and more folks throughout the world. Actually, we've got kiddos that are in Australia. We've got kiddos that are in different other countries. I've got a kiddo in one of my groups that he's in, another state, and everyone else here's in Washington, and it allows everyone to get together and play games. One of the reasons why things like this are especially important for me is I actually ran a group that required scholarships. It was a bunch of women who really wanted to play, connect with each other. They wanted to work on empowerment and work through their social anxiety. But honestly, sometimes the cost of groups can be a little too much, even if we try to make it as low as possible. So donations like this help us be able to reach those folks that really would like to join, would benefit from joining, but they can't quite get it. So you're making access to these groups, you're making access to our programs, you're helping us expand our programs to be, greater and to reach more places. So I think that is a less factual way for me to be like, we really appreciate it so much, everyone. I guess with that, I will introduce myself. I'm Dr. Amelia Herbst. I am a therapeutic game master through Game to Grow. As you heard, I run a women's group. However, we're transitioning to a new adult program to make adult groups more accessible, especially to the busy adult. I also run a teen group too. My boys love Martha because she's just chaotic and it's fun. I'm also an individual and family therapist through Game to Grow. So I like to use geek culture and games and therapy. And then I also work with a lot of folks that identify themselves as geeks and gamers. And that just makes connecting and really building up their self-esteem and anxiety resilience in ways that you wouldn't quite think about sometimes. You can find me as Wandering Shrink on the Twitters. I only sometimes tweet. I like to talk about things like The Witcher and things like Skyrim and how open world TTRPGs actually really help us do identity development. I also like talking about the psychology of other games and stuff like that. Or I just like to share things like this and make sure that all of the word is getting out. I also like to just talk about games, so you can come look me up. Otherwise, I'm most of the community manager of Geeks Like Us. We're on a bit of a hiatus right now from a lot of stuff, but Clinical Role is going to be starting up again in a few months. So follow us to see all the shenanigans we get into there.
Awesome. Thanks for all you do, Amelia, and for the organization. Thank you. And last but not least, Gary.
Hi, my name is Gary. Tonight I played Flip, the ex-goblin bard. Nobody actually asked what that meant. beyond figuring it out. So I will save it for the sequel. You can find me on the socials at Fortnerdotcom. That's at Fortnerd, DOTCOM. Monday nights, you can see me right here on Scribes and Scrolls on Mini Terrain Domain. Tuesday night, I'm producing a 5e Ravenloft anthology series, which uses 2 different casts and 2 different dungeon masters, and the finales are coming up. We're running 2 concurrent finales, which is just unbelievable. And then Cyberpunk Independence on your favorite podcast. If you like the dark future, you'll love Cyberpunk Independence. Thanks very much for everybody. It was great to play with you all. I know I bumped into you most of the time or produced for you, but this was awesome to actually sit down at a table and roll some dice for you.
Before you sign off, Anthony, just a quick reminder to everybody, please stick around. Once we go back to the break screen, we'll say our goodbyes, kick everybody out, and Dwight and I have a wrap up for the night. So Dwight and I will be back with a summary in just a few minutes.
And thank you, Dwight, for all your support tonight in the behind the scenes. So, all right, that's all I got. Thank you, everybody, for watching and having a good time and donating. Appreciate you. Couldn't do it without
Thank you for DMing because you were wonderful.
Amazing game and amazing to play with all of you.
Likewise. Take care, everybody.